blank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the result. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was called with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena on. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, outcasted like hey ya.
Yo. Party people in the place to be. What's good? It's your number one chief rockin' Knicks Universe, your main man, Uncle Freezy. And welcome to the premier Knicks in the Nighttime show, the Knicks at Night podcast. Salute to everyone watching us on X. Salute to everyone watching us on YouTube. Man, let's hear it for our boys, man. Let's go. Let's go. The Knicks demolish the Philadelphia 76ers by like 40 or something. Whatever it is that the Knicks won, man, the Knicks came out and legitimately, without a doubt, off the rip, came out and put something on the Philadelphia 76ers. I mean, put something on the Philadelphia 76ers. And it looked like a contribution from the jump. It looked like a contribution from everyone. Jose Alvarado is a spark plug, y'all. Jose Alvarado may be just what the Knicks needed. That infusion of energy and, man, whatever you want to call it that Alvarado brings, man, he might be a perfect fit for the Knicks, man. Or he might be exactly what the Knicks needed. I mean, when you're talking about knocking down the three, you're talking about being disruptive in the backcourt, the extra ball handler, all these things, man. Jose Alvarado provided all these things. Tori B in the building. Salute, Tori B. What's good?
What's up, man?
Man, I'm hyped. You?
I mean, yeah, I guess. They felt that they put the belt to Heine, and it's on to the All-Star break and the much needed rest.
We needed one of those, right?
Yeah, we needed a nice win after yesterday's loss. But yeah, right. We need rest more than we need anything else. So I'm just happy the All-Star break is here and our guys get some rest.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yo, just watching this game tonight, as soon as there were a few things I saw from the rip. I saw Philly go to the classic Jalen Brunson defense off the rip, right? They went to this take long wings, trap Brunson up top, try to make him dribble out the shot clock and then force us into a bad shot late. But Mike Brown made the adjustment we should have been doing. Tibbs did it one time and didn't go back to it. But you bring a guy up in that mid-post area to catch that pass out of the trap, and then now whoever's cutting to the rim is going to get a layup. And y'all saw it plenty of times tonight. Y'all saw Bridges getting layups. Y'all saw Cat with dimes. Y'all saw Josh with layups. You saw Cat with layups. And it made Philadelphia back out of that aggressive press Brunson the entire game type of defense. But at the same time, while Jalen Brunson didn't absolutely cook, man, it looked like we were getting points in bunches from everyone. I mean, it looked like we were getting points from everybody in anything they wanted to. Were you surprised? Were you surprised that Jalen Brunson could finish the Knicks could win and Jalen Brunson can finish the game with 8 points? Well, are you surprised?
No, I wasn't surprised. No. But it's not like we haven't seen that before. Maybe not 8 points, but like 12 or 14. Like, yeah, we can win without Jalen scoring in bunches because he was doing everything else. And everyone else was scoring.
Right.
Mikal had the hot hands. So the fact that they fed Mikal, him only goes to show that they don't only need to rely on Jalen Brunson.
Okay.
So
all right.
We did good.
Say it again.
You can hear me?
I can hear you now. I think you went in and out for a second. We lost Tori B. Okay. All right, so we lost Tori B for a second. I think so. Tori B will probably be back. Right. Salute to the chat, man. I see y'all in here. King Embert is in the building. Allah Wise is in the building. Just Knicks. What's good? Salute to all the members of the channel. Salute to all the members everywhere, man. Thank y'all for being here, rocking with us. Man, I think the Knicks needed this game. Absolutely needed this game. As I'm looking at the numbers, and no one player. Well, you know what? Let me take that back. Mikal Bridges led the Knicks in shot attempts with 15 shots. But for the most part, the shots were even. Cat and Bridges were about even. Diawara was about even. Alvarado was about even. Man, for the most part, it was even distribution. Right? Mitchell Robinson with 11 points and 6 rebounds. I mean, yeah. Yeah, for the most part, this was probably the game that Mike Brown needed. Right? The Knicks beat the Sixers by, what was that, 49? By, what was that, 49 points? 38 plus 11? Yeah, by 49 points. This is probably the win that we needed. This is probably the win that we needed, everybody. We needed a win just like this, not for the sake of validation or anything like that, but I think the Knicks needed this win just for a confidence booster. Right? I think the Knicks just needed a confidence booster. Yeah, Franks, it sounds like 50. Yeah, 49, 50. It's the same thing. Flip that dollar over. 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. Yeah, man. I'm so excited that y'all are here, man, rocking with us. I got a bunch of topics that I want to talk about. To the fact that we obliterated the Sixers was one thing that felt good. I had a feeling that we were gonna obliterate the Sixers. I had that feeling. Right? Had that feeling. Tori B, what's good?
I'm sorry about that. Internet dropped. I couldn't hear nothing.
Oh man.
I'm back now, though. For however long I could be back.
Good. Man, Alvarado looked like he's a piece.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I needed him to be a piece yesterday. He cost me about $500 on my parlay because he couldn't get me 9 points. But
That man couldn't get you 9 points
9 points. Yeah, I think he had four.
against Indiana.
I think he had four. And I didn't expect him to score a lot, but I figured his homecoming here in the garden, he'll get us 10 points. Nope, he got me nothing, nothing whatsoever. Thank you,
We could
thank
have
you,
did something
Jose.
for $100.
Yep,
We
the
could have.
only
We could have
splash of
did.
red on my entire ticket. So,
Oh,
say Alvarado, but it's okay. That's
yeah,
what they call it,
Alvarado.
gambling.
Man, I was watching him tonight, right? And I'll be the first to admit that I am one of those. What's the word I'm looking for? I am a. What's the term when you marginalize people before you see them? Chat, y'all know what I'm talking about. What's the word when you marginalize somebody? Like, hey, I'll give an example. Oh, it's a female mechanic. You know what I'm saying? Or something like, oh, it's a young person teaching school. Like, what's the term for that? Because that was the way I felt about Jose Alvarado's height before he got here with this team. Because I felt like the Knicks needed height more so than anything. But now that I see him while he's here, I feel like we would never. What were we before Alvarado? Like,
The
I can't
same,
even
because Deuce little
imagine.
too.
Huh?
The same, because Deuce little too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I saw my guy standing next to Tyrese Maxey, and I was like, damn, how tall is Maxey? 6'7"?
I don't know.
But then I remember, like, Maxey is not 6'7". Maxey is little. But anyway,
I'm gonna send him a DM. I need him to be a Knick, yo.
Pronto.
Send him a DM. He might listen.
Right. We need for that to happen pronto, right? But one of the things, though, the thing is this. I don't regret wanting size on the team and then being proven wrong. I think I regret us not maybe making this trade sooner.
Okay.
Like where would we be without? And Jose Alvarado's played what, 3 games? Isn't it Sunday?
No, 2.
Huh?
It wasn't his second game. This not his second game. It wasn't his
Nah,
first.
he played
No,
it.
no. It is his third game.
Yeah,
Whoever we played before Indiana, he played.
Yeah.
I don't even remember
What's
who we
good,
played
bro?
before that.
Yeah, because he sat out the first game on the day of the trade, and then he played Sunday against the Celtics.
Oh, he played. Did he play against Denver? No, that was a double overtime game. I can't remember. My brain is mush. I can't remember. But he played whoever we played after Detroit. He played because he wasn't available for the Detroit game.
Nah. Right. So and so what I'll admit is even though, like, I've been to 1,000 basketball camps and 1,000 games and played a lot, nobody knows everything about it. Nobody knows everything. Right? Nobody knows everything. The thing I learned tonight, though, by watching Alvarado is you have to give the coach some leeway with the players that they get. Right? For one, what I noticed is that unlike Jose Alvarado, our other short players, and I don't want to call them small, but I'll say shorter, our other shorter players are not physically dynamic. Like, Alvarado is on the floor and you could feel speed.
Okay. Yes.
Chad, anybody, did y'all see that too? Like, with Alvarado on the floor, you legitimately felt speed and quickness. I did. All right. So, hey, Torby, what impresses you most about Alvarado?
I don't. I can't answer that question yet because he 3 games in.
Okay.
So you got to talk to me after the All-Star break and we playing serious basketball because we get our rest. Like there's no more excuses. You get your rest. Hopefully everybody come back and OG missing the toenail. So hopefully it'll be back on by the time the All-Star break is over. So, hopefully whatever little injuries and ailments everybody got is behind us and we could get through the rest of the season without, any major injury. Then you can ask me that question again. Because right now, I mean, he's a scrappy dude. I like that. He was immediately about it. He want to fight today. Immediately.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man, back up. We don't need that. I like it though. Poke your chest out, but then go sit down. I'll mind a tech or two every once in a while, but that's as far as I needed to go. Go ahead.
I'm sorry about cutting you, but I almost went and got a tattoo tear today.
Why?
Right. I started to get it right here. Like I started to get a tattoo tear right here. Right. Because Mitchell, all the things that I've ever wanted to see like happened all in one play. And I legit just started to go ahead and knock out about 13 or 14 years and come back with a tattoo tear, right?
Right, and that don't be getting no tattoos on your face. Where Miss Mocha at?
Yeah, she
need to find me the conversation.
You talking about the early bird? You talking about the early bird?
I'm gonna be an early bird. I can't wait to retire. I'm going to sleep too. Going to sleep too.
The early bird, man, listen.
I mean, in that one moment, right? Everything that everybody could complain about the Knicks' toughness, about this team not being a team. In that moment, you saw it all.
Right.
Mitch is laying on the floor. Alvarado got his chest out. Jalen standing there with the ice grill. Like, I was like, look at these guys. They a whole new team 5 minutes later.
Jalen.
Right.
Yeah.
The
play I'm talking about specifically though is the one I almost went and got a tattoo tear about is this. I saw Mitchell Robinson make an offensive basketball move towards the rim. Right?
But he's been doing that lately. He had his little crossover on Jokic, and now I know exactly what game I know exactly what play you talk about. I'm like, look at Mitch out here. We got summertime Mitch. We got summertime mixtape Mitch.
We open gym Mitch.
That's it. That's what we got.
Makes the move and go to the rim, and the dude barely touched Mitch, but Mitch fall on the ground, right? And when Mitch fall on the ground, Alvarado was like, hell no. So in my mind, it's like I get tired of people just fouling Mitch and doing Mitch dirty, like, you know what I'm saying? Hitting them, bumping them, the whole hack of Mitch this and all that. And so Mitch is on the ground and he wasn't getting up, and I'm like,
and immediately my heart sank. I'm like, oh God, please.
Right.
Please don't let him be hurt, please.
Right.
But when you had Ice Grill Jalen and you had Alvarado standing there with his chest out, John, I was like, all right, look at these guys.
I see it. Yeah. And so my thing is, as soon as Mitch laid on the ground and I saw Alvarado looking up in the sky at that dude that's like 6'8", I was like, Alvarado was Napoleon, yo.
What I said was, dang, he my height. He 5'3", like me.
Yo, that dude was
5'3".
And he was like, it was like 4 Sixers and no Knicks.
Right.
Remember, because at first everybody went to Mitch to make sure Mitch is all right. Alvarado was with the Sixers by himself. I was like, yo, if he threw the first punch, I swear I'd have got Jose Alvarado tattooed on my face. Not because of I advocate for violence. I don't want people to fight or to get hurt or none of that stuff. The thing is the fact that man is buying in on this level already, and it's not even been a week. This man is buying in to this Knicks culture, and it's like 6 days.
It says a lot. It says a lot though, because he wants to win. You coming from a team that's never been good, like your entire tenure with them,
right?
And you come into a team with that now has a winning culture, and you want to be a part of it. It's not hard to buy into something like that, especially when you know that their ultimate goal is a championship. Like, how lucky are you to go from where he was at, the Pelicans?
Yeah.
To go from the New Orleans Pelicans, who haven't had more than 20 wins in how long? Like, it feels like they just been in the gutter for a while. To come to the New York Knicks and have a possibility of winning the championship.
Yo, y'all ever been in the Garden to a game?
Yes.
Chat, y'all ever been to the Garden at a game? Do you know what it feels like in the Garden? Like when the Knicks crowd is excited, bro. It's like, yo, it's like something you don't feel. It's like what 100,000 seat football stadium feel like, except smaller.
And that be for regular season games.
That's for regular.
So I've never been to a playoff game, so you could just imagine what it's like come playoff time, because those are regular season games.
Right.
And they be going bananas in there.
They be going bananas.
The floor shakes. It's super loud.
It's crazy.
It's an experience like no other. I'll say that.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's why everybody not cut out to be a Knick, right? We know that. Like,
right.
We don't have to say that 1,000 times. We don't have to say it again and again and again and again. Right. We know that, right? We've been Knicks fans long enough. But there are some people that get there and they embrace it. They want that.
Right.
Mitch hit the floor and a dude about to fight 4 sixes by himself. Like I don't want Alvarado to fight. Tori B, I don't want Alvarado to fight. I know you don't either.
Me either.
Right. We don't want nobody to break their hand and get suspended and lose game checks. Right. We don't want nothing stupid like that to happen. Because we already have Deuce out and OG out, right? But the fact that he is in tune with the Knicks already, because Brunson was going over to help Mitch. Remember all them dudes, Hart and all them was going over to help Mitch. And they saw Alvarado over there and with themselves. And when I saw the captain going over there, I was like, yeah, let's go. I didn't want Cap to throw no punches, right? I didn't want Cap to get punched, right? But I did want him to go over there yet to yell in a stern voice, right?
He was going to write a strongly worded letter. Just he was good. That's what he was doing.
I did want him to go over there and point at somebody really aggressively.
That's it. But he didn't have to, because he gave you the face.
Right.
All New Yorkers know what that face is.
Right. The ice grill.
Like, y'all not really about it. So here I am.
Right. Yeah. Oh my gosh. This game tonight, right? One thing I will say about the Sixers, I want to give them a little bit of credit, right? One thing about the Sixers is Nick Nurse coached that game the entire game.
He did.
Once they started getting blown out, he didn't sit down and was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was coaching them young fellas up. And okay.
Okay. No, go.
And one of the things to me that's like one of the weirdest things ever is the dude that we traded Yabusele for, wound up playing in this game. Chat, did y'all see Dalen Terry in the game?
Philly?
Yes. And also one of the kids from last year, Marshawn Beauchamp, was in this game giving us buckets.
Oh, yeah, he was in it.
Yeah.
He was in it.
Yeah. This game here, like,
I'll tell you now, I checked out. But it was a blowout. I checked out. I was half watching. I was watching other stuff at that point.
Right. I was kind of the opposite a little bit. I in tune, because there were moments where when Alvarado started getting hot, I was like, y'all want to see how far this can go. Because we know Alvarado
like
is a
threes,
defender.
right?
Huh?
He knocked down a bunch of threes. What, he knocked down like 6 threes or something? He knocked down a bunch of threes.
I think he was 8 for 13 from 3.
Yeah, it was 8. All right.
So he took 13 threes and knocked down 8 of them, right? He's not really known as a 3-point shooter, but the fact that he was in a rhythm, to me, I was like, let's see how far this thing can go.
Yeah.
And then there was a backcourt that Mike Brown was trying to do something, and I didn't know what Mike Brown was trying to do, but there was a backcourt of Jalen Brunson at point and Jose Alvarado playing off the ball. And I don't know if Mike Brown wanted Alvarado to initiate and Brunson to be off the ball, but Cat grabbed the ball. Cat was like, hey, I know what you're calling, but I got you.
Cat had a very dominant first half. Finally, when there was a mismatch, they actually let him play. Finally, for the first time, I feel like all season.
Right.
Him and McCall had a great first half.
Yo, I got a text message. Guess I got a text message from?
Who?
Jay the Chosen One. Shout out to my guy, Jay the Chosen One. You hey man. It's making me laugh, right? But it's making me laugh because of something sideways. But I mean, I gotta send them the link. So I'm gonna send them the link real quick. But hey, so did you see Cat's energy tonight?
Yeah. How could you not? He was all over the place.
I know.
Scoring, grabbing rebounds, making great passes. I just, he had a great game. Him and McCall had a great first half of not that they didn't have a good game, but that first half of basketball was a great first half of basketball from both him and McCall. He was even blocking shots tonight.
Right.
Cat had a good game.
Cat had he had a really good game. He dunked twice. I'm excited.
Yep.
Yeah. He dunked twice. I was excited about the and one and the one when he drove baseline.
Yep.
Felt
he
good.
Was aggressive. 4 change. I mean, let me not say 4 change, but he was playing real aggressive today and controlled.
Right. Right. How did you like the way Landry Shamet played today?
I mean, I always think Landry is playing good basketball. He's always aggressive on the defensive end, and he always finds a way to get himself open. His shot ain't always falling, but that's a rarity. Like, he's usually knocking that 3 down. Right. So today, I don't think today was any different than any other game. I think he was aggressive on the defensive end, and I think he found ways to get himself open.
I love him sharing the basketball.
I mean, they were all sharing the basketball today.
Yeah, we talking about Shamet though.
Mm-hmm.
And so I want to give Landry Shamet specifically his credit for like. I think there was an element of this guy doing whatever it takes to win. Like, hey, this possession calls for defense. This possession calls for playmaking. This possession calls for shot making. I think Landry Shamet has evolved into that player that's a solid, all-around, overall basketball player. One of the things that I was going to speak about tonight, too, at some point was, is Landry Shamet a keeper? Do you lock Landry Shamet up for like 4 years, $50 million?
All of that?
Huh?
You gonna give him $50 million?
I don't know what we're
And
gonna
please
do.
don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he don't deserve money, but $50 million. We have a very, very high salary. Like our actual players make a ton of money. Pieces like Landry, they're necessary pieces, and I don't want to lose him. And yes, I do think we should re-sign him, but I don't think we can afford to give him $50 million.
We gotta
Like
have
I
a
don't
conversation.
I don't think we can. I mean, I don't know how much money they have exactly, but I don't think you're gonna have to sign him. You got to find some money for Mitch. You got to find money for Deuce. It's other people because somebody else's contract is about to be up. We got to find money for a lot of people that you really don't want to lose. So $50 million is a lot of money.
I know. Yeah,
So no, I don't think we should give him $50 million, but I think we should keep him.
So I'm gonna have to dispute that just a little teeny bit. Let me do this real quick first.
You can dispute it, but I don't know if he fit in the salary cap. That kind of money don't fit.
I know, I feel you, right? But App, thank you for your generous contribution. App says, grandfather used to say, no one wants to play for a loser. And please, no Charlie Ward moments in the playoffs. Cost us our last shot at Michael Jordan in 97. Yo, everybody, look who it is. The national recording artist, Jay. Ron, man, the chosen one is in the building.
What's cooking? What's cooking? Let me inside the joke. I want to know what's the joke. Tell me the joke.
I sent the link in like 14 different emails.
I didn't get it at all.
I don't think Jay is in the email for the link.
The kite?
Yeah, I don't think he's in that email. I don't think his name is on there.
Yeah,
Jay, you mad, bro? You mad because you wasn't in the kite?
Am I what?
You mad? You crusty because you wasn't in the kite? It's probably just a mistake, brother. We still love you, dog. You still like that?
Brother, let me tell you something. I'm the furthest from saucy or crusty. I just wondered if you sent it and something happened because my phone is saucy and crusty.
Oh, nah, I'm a double check just to make sure, but
nah, he not on here.
Okay. So the joke's on me.
6, 7, 8. Yeah, he not on here.
And 50 million, huh? No, I wouldn't do that either.
It's a lot of money.
Yo, you on here? I'm like the permanent show links. The permanent show links. You're the first person listed, my brother.
Yeah, they were coming like that.
Okay.
When we were doing it, I don't see them.
Okay.
I did see the other thing.
Oh.
The breakdown.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah. What's good, bro?
Saucy and crusty.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, yo, not Jay coming through, not smiling. What the fuck? What's going on? I ain't know.
No. I'm. If I was that way, I wouldn't have came on.
Okay. Yeah, I was about to say.
Never. What's cooking, man?
Yo, the Knicks got smaller and may have gotten better.
Yeah, they did. They did. Our dog is 6 feet, even though he got ran around yesterday.
Your boy is a free agent. They letting him go. San Antonio. Sochan. What's his name? Sohan.
Yeah, Jeremy
They letting him go.
Yeah, they waived him.
Yep, he might be in that. He's gonna be in that. Whatchamacallit?
He's gonna be the orange and blue.
You should go get him. What is he at? 6'8"?
Yeah, he is 6'8" freak athlete that plays defense. He don't shoot. That's why the Spurs don't value him, because he don't shoot at all. He's like I'm gonna say this is gonna sound weird because nobody is a Mitch. But if you shrunk Mitchell Robinson down to 6'8", like that defender is what Jeremy Sohan is. Like Mitchell Robinson is great because he's a great defender pound for pound and probably the best offensive rebounder in the last 50 years, right? But at the same time, this kid Jeremy Sohan is 22, freak athlete, and all he wants to do is play defense. Now, you can't be on defense in today's NBA. You gotta at least be able to shoot the three. At least be willing to shoot the three. Like he don't even want to shoot the three. If you put him and Josh Hart on the court at the same time, him and Josh Hart will pass the ball back and forth to each other, just standing in one spot, just pass, and it'll drive you crazy, right? Because both of them can handle, both of them can facilitate a little bit, right? Sohan can defend, is a super hyper athlete. Yeah. I don't know if the Knicks can afford him, but it would do my heart some good if they went out and signed Jeremy Sohan. It would do my heart some good. One of the thing though about Landry Shamet though, you're gonna have to pay him. You're gonna have to pay him because if he's putting up good tape for us, he's putting up good tape for other teams too. And if we let him get the free agency and it's like, nah, you know, we're going to see how we can work this thing out with such and such player. Let's see if we can bring Precious back first and then bring him back. He'll be gone.
Offering him a contract, though, don't mean we got to give him $50 million. Like,
yeah,
we got him for next to nothing now. Why would we offer? And this is not a knock to Landry Shamet. I like Shamet, damn it. But I don't think they need to extend the $50 million contract to him to get him to sign with the Knicks. When we signed him, no one else was trying to sign him. And I'm not saying that he hasn't shown to prove and another team wouldn't be interested, but I don't think the Knicks are going to have to spend $50 million to get Landry Shamet to stay.
Cut the check.
I mean, they can cut a check. I don't think it's going to be a $50 million check.
Watch.
All right, we're going to agree to disagree.
They're going to be, nah. They're going to find that
I can agree to disagree with you. We're going to agree to disagree.
No, Jay, they're going to bring that man back. If they don't bring him back.
They are going to bring him back, Freezy, but I don't think it's going to cost them $50 million.
I understand, but it's not about what we think the value is. It's what the market thinks the value is.
Right, and the market is for Landry Shamet ain't $50 million.
Because every day that goes by, his value increases. The more value he adds to this team as the season goes along, the more valuable he becomes around the league. Because there are tons of players in the league that have zero value. What does that mean? Right? They score a whole bunch of points in meaningless games. Right? And they get their bag, they get their $8 million, they $15 million or whatever it is. But they put on points for their team is going to be in the lottery again. Right? Landry is a culture fit, a scheme fit. Right? And so when it comes to players like that, do you give an example? Do you want to see a guy that had a Hartenstein type impact leave? I don't, because we've seen a guy with a Hartenstein type impact leave and go get the bag. We was like, man, there's no way somebody's going to pay him $17 million. And then in the first year, he get $31 million. And we're like, who the hell paid him $31 million? Somebody.
So we're saying that Landry Shamet has the same effect on this team as Isaiah Hartenstein did.
I'm saying
because they're two different talent levels and they do two different things. But that man, Isaiah Hartenstein is a big man and he's not. I'm just trying to ascertain if that's what you're saying. Do you think he?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
I disagree.
Wholeheartedly. Really?
Wholeheartedly. Yes. I don't think they bring the same things.
Tori B disagreed with me.
I hate to tell you, brother. I do too. I think we get that man for 2 years at $10 million.
No,
like this.
Hit 5 million a year.
Yep.
I don't know why you think we got to spend so much money to keep Landry Shamet. We're dealing with salary cap for every team. These teams are going to have to spend their money wisely. No one is going to overpay players anymore. I understand you saying this what the salary, what the market is calling for, but you've seen people have to take less money because of the way that the salary cap is structured. They're not gonna first, they're not gonna be able to do it. And second, no team is probably gonna be able to do it because they're spending a bulk of their money on their real talent. And I'm not knocking Landry Shamet, so I don't want nobody to feel like that's what I'm doing. But Landry Shamet is not an A1 basketball player on your team. He's a necessary piece. Nobody's gonna go out and spend $50 million on a player like that. They'll spend 10 million, they spend 15 million, but 50, that's a lot of money. And that's a lot of money in a very tight cap for a whole lot of teams. You don't have a whole lot of teams that need to go out there and get a Landry Shamet and are willing to break the bank for it or have the bank to break for it. So we got to be realistic when we're talking about the type of money you're talking about.
I'm super realistic.
That's unrealistic to think somebody's going to throw $50 million at Landry Shamet.
Super realistic.
Okay, we're going to agree to disagree.
Over 4 years is 12.5 million a year. And you're telling me that an NBA team would not offer Landry Shamet to $12.5 million a year?
I'm telling you that in this era with this cap and the amount of money that people have to spend, they're going to be spending their money very wisely. If they're a team that really needs a Landry Shamet and that's the last piece and they have the money, yeah, maybe they'll throw it at them. But we're talking about the actual cap and what people are willing to spend in this NBA. And it's just, I don't see it happening. $50 million?
Right.
No,
absolutely
I get it.
Not. I get you don't see it right now. You don't see it. You don't see it now, right?
I'm not going to see it at the end of the season. If we win a championship and Landry Shamet hits the 3 to give us that championship, he's still not going to get a $50 million contract anyway.
Word, I might add $5 million to the top of that 10.
Right. Like I don't know why this is. I don't know. It's not going to happen.
And for that reason, Precious is not here. In every show, I hear people complain about going to get Precious.
But I wouldn't. And for that reason, $50 million.
Hartenstein is not here. And I hear people all the time talk about Hartenstein. For that reason.
And Hartenstein got the money that he got because they had the money to spend.
Dante DiVincenzo is not here. And we still talk about
traded.
Dante. Right? I know who we're talking. I'm the one that brought up the subject.
I said Dante got traded. I didn't say nothing about the subject.
Oh,
Dante got traded. Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't lose him. He got traded.
I thought you was I was about to say.
No.
My bad.
No, we lost Isaiah Hartenstein because we didn't have enough money to sign him. We didn't have as much money as the Oklahoma City Thunder, and I don't think anybody thought that any team would spend that much money on Isaiah Hartenstein. But Isaiah Hartenstein is a giant player who grabs rebounds and plays great defense. Landry Shamet and Isaiah Hartenstein are not the same. They just aren't.
We know that.
And big men tend to get more money, than your role players. Like Landry Shamet is a role player.
Right, but this is
coming off your bench. You're gonna give your bench player $50 million?
Hartenstein.
He's not even starting.
Hartenstein was here for 2 years. Hartenstein started.
Landry
but very important years. He was here for very important years during very important runs, and took up for Mitch Robinson.
Wait. So now it's not important
at all.
So now in Knicks history is not important.
What did you say?
So now in Knicks history is not important.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Yeah, me either.
I don't understand the point. Like those Hartenstein years are not more important than these years right here.
I'm gonna tell you why they are. We didn't have a big man to begin with. Mitch was hurt on a constant basis. We needed a big man, and we got one on a discount. He came in here and played like a horse, dove for balls. You remember that the guy I liked back in the days, Enes Kanter, the guy who would step in front of the guy, the bulldog, but the 7-foot bulldog, not the 6-foot bulldog that just got here, the big man. who plays tough D, gets rebounds, gets blocks, dives the balls, and it's different than. And during that run, which people started that when OG pulled up on the leg and everything like that. During that run, we should have won that championship. We were on our way there. People started getting hurt. The fact is, I'm with Tori on the fact that I didn't believe that. I thought he would stay here. I thought he would get $70 million, $78 million, and I think that's what we offered him, something like that. He ended up taking 87. Do I blame him for taking $87 million when it's your life and you might never ever get that offer again? No, I don't. But that run with no big man, having no big man that was consistently healthy at that time is a much different than having a back of the end guard when you have a handful of them, but you had no big men at all at that time. Besides him, you had OG left. I mean, we really had nobody. It was him
and Precious.
So, and there's a lot of Shamans out there. There's a lot of hard signs out there, but at that moment there was not. And at this moment, there's plenty of Shamans. If he gets 20 million tops for 2 years, maybe 3, I'd be impressed.
Yeah, I mean, 20 million, I still feel like it's a lot, but
yeah, and
I'm not trying to stunt the man paper. Get the money. Go get the money.
Yeah.
But 50 is outrageous. He's not getting that from anyone.
Okay. So how much is Deuce getting then?
$5.43.
That's what I thought.
I don't know how much Deuce is getting. He's going to get a bigger contract than Landry, though. And I know we know that.
But I can see why that question could be, why you could ask that question, and I can see the comparisons in that question. It still doesn't make me change my mind on it, but I can understand why you asked that question, because Shamet is doing things right now that we need Deuce to do. Shamet normally would come in for Deuce, or remember at one point Shamet was the first person coming in, but that was under this man's regime. It doesn't mean that he was the best person on the bench to come in. It's the guy that he trusted. Did it push his is yesterday's price, different than today's price? Sure. Did his value go up because of it? Maybe, yeah, but not nearly that much. And and listen, I like the guy. I'm glad we have him. He plays hard, but
so are we alluding to the difference between Landry Shamet and Deuce McBride is only pedigree? Because Deuce is a lifelong Knick, and we drafted him, so he may get paid more money than Landry.
How old is Landry?
He'll be 29 next summer.
How old is Deuce? About 24?
I think Deuce is 25.
24.
Yeah.
24, 25.
Yeah, because Deuce is older than the kids. So he'll probably Deuce is probably
25. A little bit, by a year or two, right?
Yeah.
3, maybe.
Yeah. I'll find him.
Also, this year, Deuce, when healthy, Deuce was hitting threes like But it also
they're
took
both.
him. It also took him a while to get right too, though. Look, don't get me wrong. I understand why you asked that question. I I think the age difference and some of the things that Deuce does will give him a little more. But like if if a team came asking for a big deal and they had one person to pick, Deuce or Shaman, I promise you it's not Shaman. Not that I say that, like, I think they both have. I think Shannon plays with his heart. He reminds me of Hardstein in a lot of ways because he plays with his heart on his chest. You know what I'm saying? He's very definitely a, what do you call it, lunch pail. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. So the reason why I brought up Hartenstein and Shamit is just because it takes you a little bit longer to find yourself in the NBA doesn't mean you have less value, right? The thing with Hartenstein is by the time Hartenstein got to the Knicks, Hartenstein had played for 4 teams: Houston, Cleveland, Denver, and the Clippers. And the Knicks were his 5th team in like 5 years. And everybody knew the talent was there. It's just everything just didn't click right away. Right? And Hartenstein got to the Knicks, and there's something about the Knicks development staff that takes guys like that and turns them into very valuable NBA role players. And sometimes we just can't afford to keep them. We could say the same thing about Dante DiVincenzo. Played for a number of teams, played for Milwaukee, Sacramento, Golden State before he got to the Knicks. Now he's on his 5th team, right? The Timberwolves. But in those 3 stops before Dante, he didn't show everything what Dante was capable of. But here with the Knicks, he hit some of the biggest playoff shots in Knicks history, right? Remember him that game 7 that Jada Chosen one was talking about? You know who was on the heater in that game? Dante DiVincenzo. On fire.
Couldn't miss.
Right. Could not miss. And he's gone, right? Hartenstein's gone, right? Do you bring it now that you have Shamit here, who's gone down that same path of having to play for a number of teams to prove himself and things of that sort. And now that he's in a range where you can keep him, do you also let him walk and just trust your development staff to find another Dante, another Hartenstein, another Shamit? Or do you just pay him?
I don't think it's about letting him walk. You can only pay him what you can pay him. The Knicks ain't giving him $50 million, Freezy. They can't even afford to give him $50 million.
Okay.
So it all comes down to how much money they have to spend. We didn't lose Isaiah Hartenstein because we didn't want him. We lost Isaiah Hartenstein because we couldn't match OKC's offer.
Right.
Dante DiVincenzo, we didn't lose him. We traded him. So the Knicks obviously didn't value, or they took that value and got something better.
But you're missing out the point, though. The point that we were talking about
is, do you pay the guy?
No, this is no. My point. My point is that we were thinking we can bring Hartenstein back for a certain number. When Hartenstein hit the open market, teams obliterated that number that we anticipated Hartenstein would sign for. Because in our mind, we're thinking, okay, Hartenstein is a great story. We can pair him and Mitch up for the next couple of years or so, and we could just have them together, right? Remember, Mitch was in the equation. The Knicks, even if they could pay that man $25 million, they were not going to pay Hartenstein $25 million, even if they could, because they still had Mitch, who whether you like Hartenstein, whether you like Mitch. In my mind, I feel like Mitch is the better center. right? Not that Hartenstein is not comparable and not a great player. Man, Mitch's offensive rebounding and elite defense is top of the scale. Hartenstein is a good defender and a good rebounder and a good offensive player, but the Knicks were not. They were, in my mind, the Knicks were never going to pay that man. If they could afford to give that man match what OKC offered, they were not going to offer that man that.
Okay.
Because they had Mitch coming back from ankle surgery.
All right. So I'm still, I still don't know what it is you're saying. If it wasn't what I said, what are you saying?
What I'm saying is, okay. What I'm saying is this, and I said this already.
You don't want Shamet to get to the open market?
That's why we can't get to the point what I'm saying. Like, what I'm saying is his value now that we anticipate and what the market says his value is are not going to be the same thing. We can't anticipate what Shamet's value is going to be, because what if teams target a guy and they miss out and Shamet's the only one left and there are 4 teams that need a Shamet? Now they have to bid for a Shamet.
Right, Freezy, but if we lose Landry Shamet, we still have Deuce McBride. We still have Jose Alvarado. We still have somebody else out there we can go and pick up. Like at the end of the day,
Alvarado's a free agent.
It does. Okay. Then we got to deal with what we got to deal with when it comes. But we don't have to overpay Shamet to keep him here. This is where we part ways. Yes, overpay, because $50 million is way too much money.
I can't even. I won't front. I wouldn't even give that to Deuce.
Right. I don't even see Deuce. They probably would give Deuce $50 million, but I don't see them give. I don't think they give Deuce that money. I actually do think they give Deuce that money. But it's a lot. It's a lot of money to throw at Landry Shamet. That's a lot of money. When we got him for peanuts, now we're gonna go from the $3 to $50 million. It's a lot of money.
Right.
Exactly. That's a lot of money.
My point is the point is not where it should be, because here's the thing.
Okay. Here's the thing. I think we're gonna be on the opposite sides of the spectrum, no matter how many times we both say what we say. So
I just need for you to throw your opinion away and just say I'm right.
I don't want to throw my opinion away. That's never gonna happen.
That's what you need. So
you're gonna have to.
You know what?
So you're gonna have to. Die on that hill by yourself.
That's really the truth.
You see how I snuck that one in there, like.
No, sir. No, absolutely not. You could listen. It's your hill, bro. You could die on it. That's your hill.
Right.
Yeah.
You could die on that hill.
I'm glad you said that out loud. I'm glad you said that out loud.
We're gonna be on the opposite sides of the room with this one.
No, what I'm saying is,
I'm glad you don't hold the money to the coffers. We'll be broke, bro.
If the Knicks find something on the scrap heap and polish it up, and it has value, it doesn't mean it's the same value as it was when it was on the scrap heap.
Right. So now instead of him getting the league minimum, he gonna get $50 more. Like, we're not doing that. We're not giving Landry Shamet $50 million, bro. That's just not. We have money to spend on things, and it can't be $50 million to Landry Shamet. Like, that's outrageous.
It's
not. Saying it out loud is outrageous.
$5 million and a bus trip to Atlantic City for the weekend. That's it.
Right.
No, I'm not in disrespect mode with Landry Shamet.
And he gonna sign with the Pistons then.
Then let him sign with the Pistons. Go ahead. What you want me to say? Go ahead, go sign with him.
Landry Shamet. They both. We have to spend our money very wisely. I don't think that that's wise.
We already penny pinching to stay under the cap now, and you want to blow it for Landry Shamet of all? Man, come on.
No,
not Mitch.
Not
Deuce.
What we're doing.
No,
because the thing is, no, it's not. You're gonna obliterate the second apron when you sign Mitchell Robinson this summer, right? Mitchell Robinson is gonna take you over the second apron. Anything over the second apron, you're already being taxed because you re-signed Mitch.
Okay, so if we're gonna go over the second apron, right? We're over the second apron, right? So why are we spending the $50 million on Shamet when we could go get somebody better?
I think every NBA team says that, though.
I think every NBA team is trying to spend their money a little more wisely than throwing $50 million at a bench player.
Okay.
So again, it's your hill, bro. You can have it. Plant your flag. Sit up there, have your lunch.
Right.
It's your hill.
Landry Shamet's gonna get that bread.
Not $50 million. We could put $1 bet on it.
Maybe right some now. Whole wheat bread or some shit like that.
Put $1 bet on it right now.
Bread.
Y'all wildin'. Y'all don't think Landry Shamet's gonna get $50 million?
That would be you years. Today, sir. That would be you.
No. Yep, that's 12.5 million a year.
He's not going to get $12 million a year from the Knicks.
Landry, that you're going to have to pay Deuce more than that, because right now you're paying Josh $20 million for what Josh does. Right, for what Josh Hart does, he's getting paid $20 million, and we're thinking Deuce is not going to get $20 million for what he does.
I didn't say that. What I'm saying is we're not going to give him $20 million and then Landry 50.
It's not 50. It's 12.5 over 4.
We're not going to give him $12 million.
No.
Okay.
Give him $12 million, but it's all right. It's all right. It's okay. Again, it's your. I'm not. I'm.
And I don't think they give him 4 years anyway, because it'd be 32, 33 by that point. I don't think they're gonna want to do that.
Okay. How many years you think they're gonna give him?
If they brought back Shamet, it'd be on like a 1 or 2 year basis, maybe probably 2. You know, because it's different than baseball where you opt out and do all that other stuff. So, give it 2 years.
2 years, 25.
Like I don't know, $12 million the most.
That was outrageous.
Yeah. Altogether. I mean,
that is what Dante makes, everybody. That's what Dante makes, right? That's why I'm basically what I'm saying is give Shamet the Dante contract, right? That's basically what I was alluding to. Just give Shamet.
But that's the same contract he was on when he left here, right? Yes, he hasn't renewed. So that means that when he renews and he's worth more than both of them, he will.
When's Dante's contract up? Does anybody know?
If it's next year, I bet we give him $50 million.
I wouldn't give Dante $50 million either, but that's just
I definitely would. That's a different story. And it's only because of the way he plays with the guys that we have and who they play and the way he carried us in the 7 games. And
see, you got to capitalize on the fact that he's not doing that in Minnesota.
But he's not doing it either. He's kind of
I think he had 8 points tonight.
Yeah, it's like right. And the other night he had 24. So
and the night before that, I'm just saying, what is he averaging?
Had one major game.
He's starting, right?
Right, one major
Dante starting.
Yeah, Dante starts every night.
What are you averaging? Just saying, because he's not having a great season for them guys.
He's not having a off the bench season. He's not playing off the bench. He's starting, right? He's better than both those fellas, though. I'll tell you that.
And he ain't showing
whether he gets 50 million or not. I don't know about that, but you know,
you got to pay like you weigh, and if he ain't showing it, he don't get the bread.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Okay. The Dante thing is the only reason why I even brought it up is because the comparable salary. The Knicks felt like he deserved it. That's why they offered it to him. Right now, I could see.
We gave Dante that contract. I'm just asking because I don't know. Okay. He played differently for the Knicks though. Like he's not playing the same in Minnesota. He ain't happy. I get it.
Yeah,
you know, it is what it is. But you know, you still gotta pay. You gotta play. Somebody paying you to play basketball.
Right.
Yeah. Play.
Yeah. But Landry Shamet, though, every night he show up, even when his shot is not going, you know the effort is absolutely going to be there with him defensively. There was no time that we've ever seen Landry Shamet in orange and blue that we question his defensive chops. Like, hey, man, what's Landry doing on defense? Like, we never question that.
I don't disagree.
Right. I appreciate it. What I'm saying
disagree with that.
Yeah, what I'm saying is my thing with Shamet, while we don't think he is that valuable in the open market, don't be surprised if he is.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and the Knicks are gonna go over the second apron regardless. Because if we don't sign Mitch, then what's this whole roster construction even about? If we don't re-sign Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah, if we didn't trade him prior to the thing and we don't sign him, I'll be very, very surprised.
Yeah.
Because his value to be traded at that particular time was very high. Being that he hadn't been hurt for a while.
Right.
And he's playing comparable off the bench basketball.
Right.
Good, great rebounder, good defender, great defender. Good to great defender.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And at the same time, too, like the Knicks have brought in a bunch of guards over the last 2 to 3 years, and none of them are Landry Shamet. Right? Whether it's Cameron Payne, whether it's DeLon Wright. Yeah, yep. Whether it's my guy that retired in training camp. Yeah, whether it's
man, I forgot his name already.
Or Garrison Matthews.
We all did.
Right, yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like legit, this dude has come here and proven that he can play in the city. Unlike Jay the Chosen One's Mets, where guys come here and collect the checks, man, and hit the IL. You know what I'm saying? It's this dude legit seems like he wants to be here. Seems like he's a culture fit. But re-signing him and Deuce and Alvarado, the Knicks are gonna have to pay. They're gonna, because do you give up that much for Alvarado in a trade? And in the grand scheme of things, it's not a ton, but it's an NBA player, 2 second-round picks, and cash considerations for Alvarado. Do you give up that much just to let him walk in free agency this summer? I don't know if you do that either.
I gotta see what he does for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
And Shamet was on the IL quite some time.
Yeah, you're right. Twice.
Yeah.
Twice. Yeah.
And last year. And so, I get your point. It's not gonna be here. If he gets that type of money, God bless him and his family. But if the Knicks do it, wow.
Shamet's gonna get paid, brother. Shamet's gonna get paid. All right, so here's my my other topic that I want to talk about. I spoke about it a little bit with Free Keith and GI earlier. Are y'all concerned about the Knicks injuries, and do you think that's going to impact them later on in the season?
Injuries are always concerning. And if there is the injury bug continues to loom, yeah, it'll continue to affect us because we're not playing as a whole unit. So is it concerning that there's been so many injuries to this team throughout the season so far? Yeah. But I'm hoping that injury bug is behind us. and we could get into the playoffs healthy. What I will say is that I'm glad that, with the exception of Deuce, nothing has been like really bad. You know,
Okay.
it's all been nagging stuff, but it still disrupts the rotation. So you get one guy back, two guys go out. You get those two guys back, another guy go out. So we never really have an opportunity to play whole. The same thing kind of happened to us last year. Like we didn't have Mitch for the whole season. Cat went out. OG, like same thing happened to us last year. We
Yep.
wasn't really whole to the playoffs. So we'll
Yeah.
see. I'm hoping that the little bug is behind us though, because it's been annoying.
Right. What you think, Jay?
I mean, I'm afraid to even talk about it.
Oh no!
Because you start talking about these things, and next thing you know, you hear something, and the whole run changes. I think that we are playing good basketball. I just read in two different places where they have us fourth in the entire league. I think right. So even though we're third because of yesterday's game, and now we're back in second, whatever it is in the East. But I do think that every time somebody hits the ground, especially certain people, I say I'm gonna decline to name the people because I'm just like that. I don't know if it's a thing, but I'm not gonna say the people's names. Every time certain people hit the ground, I hold my breath. When they stand up, I thank God. Right? So, right? So,
Exactly.
all the time, and I think that's like that hitch and the problems that OG's been having. That name I will say because he's actually on the IL is he had for so many years would shoot and fall down. Plus, you're talking about a man that guarded the strongest guy on the other team and wasn't afraid to mix it up, dunk the basketball, do all this stuff. His body, even though he's strong as he could be, has taken a lot of damage. So, and we're gonna need OG if we're gonna do anything, even in the first round, we're gonna need OG. So
no.
And I hope they've been saving these minutes because here's my question for you. Like, Mitch is not playing back to back. He stayed healthy all year. He's not playing many minutes. Like, now he's playing more minutes, but for at least 3/4 of the amount of games we've had, he played less than 20 minutes. Right?
Right.
Okay. So we still got to where we are. Are we going to open up the entire bag in the playoffs for Mitch? We're going to have to, right? He's going to play every game. He's going to play 30-something minutes.
There's no back-to-backs, though, right? In the playoffs,
no,
there's no back-to-backs.
Is he going to play
Mitch
30-something minutes a game is my question rather than 20, 25. I want to see, is he going to be in there at full go? And
I think
going to
it'll
scare the hell
depend on
out
the
of
game,
me.
right? Right. I think it depends on the game and what we need, and if Cat is in foul trouble, or think it just depends on the flow of the game. If we could get away with playing Mitch just 20, 23 minutes, 25 minutes, then so be it.
If we
Because those are
can get away
effective
with it,
25
and,
minutes. If we
and
can't
if
and they gotta
Cat
ramp it up,
is getting hurt, is a most
huh?
likely. If Cat
Say,
gets hurt, if Cat
oh,
fouls, that's a most
I mean,
likely.
yeah, you gotta play it how it go. Gotta
Yeah,
see,
so
gotta play the averages.
right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna, in other words, we're gonna need Mitch to play 25 to 30 minutes a game. We're gonna want him to do
Maybe,
that.
maybe.
Maybe. We're playing the best of the best once we get there.
Right, but you may not need him to play those. I mean, listen.
Yeah, but you're right. We might not need it.
I need
It
him.
depending on the game. No
I mean,
doubt about it.
everybody has to play well. So yeah, this team is
100%.
healthy, and their whole. I mean, well, his minutes he's inch up in the playoffs, yeah, because they're gonna tighten up the rotation. Only a certain everybody's not gonna play. So yeah, Mitch minutes probably gonna go up a little bit, maybe 5 minutes or so a game, but it's the playoffs. But suck it up.
Right.
Let's
That's
go.
what I'm talking
Let's
about.
go, Buttercup. Let's go.
Right. Here we go, Buttercup. Get out
You
there.
had
and
your
fuck
rest
it up.
all
Exactly.
season. You gotta play.
You gotta play. Yeah.
Right. You enjoyed those little.
But I mean, it's ways to keep him fresh and still play him that many minutes. You know what I'm saying? It don't got to be like in bunches. You can still play him and pull him out, play him and pull him out, and he still be effective in a minute. So his minutes gonna ease up, but as long as they got decent, rotations, he be okay.
Yeah.
Play him at the last 2 minutes of the quarter, then you have the in between, and then you can put him back in. You find places for him to get rest because Mitch extends a lot of energy. So when you say we got to ramp up his minutes, you got to be careful with that because if he tired, he useless, and he out there playing
more
hard
important
on
for
both ends of the
me,
court.
more important for me, Tori, his presence is way more effective than Cat's. His presence.
I mean,
is different.
it depends on what we're talking. If we're talking, defensively, absolutely.
Yeah.
But when you need spacing on the floor and you need to keep the defense on the other team honest, you need Cat out there. Because they're not looking for Mitch to shoot the three. They don't view Mitch as an offensive threat. So it's a give and a take with the two of them.
If Mitch shoots a three,
I want Mitch to shoot threes.
Y'all have to come scrape me up.
Your word. I
don't
know how I'm gonna scrape you up. I'm gonna be knocked out on the ground.
I'm just saying, nobody's looking for Mitchell Robinson to shoot three. That we know he's not going to shoot it. We know he's not shooting 3-point shots. It's just so he's not going to keep that defense honest like that. So, not that you just going to leave him. Don't get me wrong, because if he cuts to the basket, they can always. But Cat is more of a drawer. He gonna keep the defense honest. So it's a give and a take.
Yeah, because the thing about it is I look at it as if it's situational. Like if it's at the end of the game and the Knicks are down 9 with 2 minutes left to go, like there's no way Mitch is on the floor. There's no way. Mitch would be the farthest person away from the floor when you need all offense. Right, you're down 9 with 2 minutes left to go. You got to go with Cat because Cat can get you them 9 points in a minute. He's an all-star.
Not to mention the hacker Mitch. So yeah, both those things go together.
Yeah, all those things like what Jay said. Yeah. Now, if we're up 9 with you know what I'm saying, like we might not see Cat until tomorrow.
Right, because you need defense.
Because you need defense.
You need defense.
Right? So when it comes to like those conversations, man, I'm all in on those conversations when it comes to like situational, but when it comes to just generic conversation, I'm like, nah, man, these conversations are nuanced. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to give these things some thought. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to be smart about what it is we're thinking about, right? So with what Jay is saying, I'm with Jay. Situationally, yeah, I think I agree. All right. But not just overarching, because there's never a world where Cat is the defender that Mitchell Robinson is, ever.
Absolutely not. No Nick on that bench is the defender that Mitchell Robinson is.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, how do y'all feel about what Mike Brown has been doing lately?
I'm still side eyeing him, Freezy.
I might be looking at him.
I still got the side eye on him. Like, I'm not. I'm still watching you, sir. Listen, it looked good in stretches, but I will continue to say this until I can't say it anymore. Nothing is going to go well for this team if they can't consistently get Karl Anthony Towns to score. It's not going to work in the playoffs. It's just not. They
Tonight,
need
I
his
think he
points.
outcoached Nick Nurse, though. Tonight, I think he coached a circle around, and not just because of what the scoreboard says, right? I think what Mike Brown did led to the scoreboard, right? When he tried to come out and trap Brunson because we were on the second half of a back-to-back and we lost, and we lost in overtime, right?
Yes.
We lost in overtime.
Yes.
So we lost in overtime last night and then coming to play Philly. So what Philly, I guess their strategy was jump on the Knicks early, they'll get tired, and then we can run them out of here. Right? But strategically, they came out with a trap at the top of the key with the floor spread horizontally. And when you have good passes like Josh Hart and Cat away from Brunson, what that does is it leads to alleyways for you to drive to the rim. And Mikal Bridges was the benefactor of that, especially early on. And I think he needed that in order to get himself going with his jump shot.
And for a change, they stuck with the hot hand.
JB looked like he wanted to.
He was. You listen. Jalen Brunson didn't shoot as much because he was tired.
Right.
So let's not get it twisted.
Okay.
Because we know Ken go shoot. He tired. He put up 40 points last night.
Right.
In the overtime loss. He was tired.
Right.
But it just goes to show you that when you share the basketball, good things happen. This team has a plethora of offensive talent.
Look at that. That word is.
There are 5 guys on the floor, and all 5 of them are capable of putting the ball in the basket. With the exception of Josh Hart, and I'm not saying he doesn't know how to score. I'm just saying that when you want points in bunches, he's not the guy you're going to go to, but he can knock down a shot.
Yeah.
Right. But everyone else is. And if you share the basketball, they can show you that.
Right.
Well, we had 24 assists in the first half. Right? It was like 20-something assists, 24 assists in the first half.
Yeah.
Am I exaggerating? Was that not the number they said?
Nah, it was a crazy number.
Yeah, it was something ridiculous. I mean, but I take it with a grain of salt, right? Because Philly is down everybody. No Embiid, no podcast P, no what's the dude that used to be a Knick? He ain't play today either, right? No, now podcast P. Now they call him prescription P, right? Prescription P. No Embiid.
They be killing this dude, yo.
And what's the dude that used to play for the Knicks? He was having a good season too.
Grimes,
no Quentin Grimes. Like they down a ton of players, so running all over them is what we should have did to Indiana last night. Yeah. So I take it with a grain of salt. It all looked great, right? And it looked really good, but we always have to look at the circumstances. They were not playing home either. It looked good though. It looked good.
Yep.
And that's
you
not,
know
listen,
what?
even
and
with
I, and I think that's why he
players,
didn't shoot so much. He knew better.
Right. It still opened up a can of that good old fashioned, whoop tail. So, but they did what they were supposed to do. They were a team that was depleted, and we took full advantage of it, and we looked really good doing it. They tried to run some stuff at us defensively that at Jalen Brunson at the end, and he coached around that.
Yeah.
it was a great win. It was fun to watch because of course our team was the one out there crushing everybody, because who wants to watch a game when the teams is up 30, 35 points, right? Nobody really wants to see that.
No.
They usually turn the channel, like only Knicks fans was tuned in. So,
Right.
you know, it was fun to watch, but see me after the season. See me after the All-Star break. You know, we'll see if this is a hangover. Like it was a great win, and it was exciting and fun to watch, but you know, just like I didn't take a stock in us losing to Detroit like that because we were down a ton of our players. I'm not going to sit here and gloviate over the fact that we smacked up on a beat down Philadelphia team. Like we beat them handily, but you know, there's circumstances to that.
I got friends over there. I got friends over there, and I'm gloating.
I mean, listen,
I'm
as a
always
Knicks
gonna
fan, I'm
gloat
always
over the
happy that we
Philly.
won.
No,
Right. Anytime we beat Philly, anytime we beat Boston, it's like, ha ha.
Both
Like, yeah,
places.
we got
Yep,
y'all.
you
Like,
know it.
it's all good, but, you know, we can't. I'm not going to do it because I didn't let the Detroit fans get at me. Like, nope, our boys was down and they
yeah,
boys was down. So it's,
I
it's
mean,
you know, would it have been the same if
get
Embiid
new
was playing
guys,
and
6
P was
foot,
playing and
like
Grimes was playing, if they was all healthy, would it have been the same because they got more firepower now. Like, we don't know. The way they played tonight, though, it don't look like it would have mattered.
when your 6 foot new guy comes in 18 minutes and scores 26 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and 5 steals in 18 minutes, either you really just got an amazing pickup or that other team is broken. I think it's a mix of a little bit because we saw his first game, he had a couple steals and a block and a couple shots, but 26 points in 18 minutes, that's nuts.
well, and so he was getting up a 3-pointer every 2 minutes.
Every 2 minutes. Every matter of fact, every minute and a half. Every a quarter minute.
Yeah.
I like him and Diawara's. You know, I think they both play well.
Okay.
Now Shamrock could have stepped it up a little bit, but
yeah, I think he was busy.
He was busy. He was definitely busy trying to figure out how he's gonna talk somebody.
He was busy trying to figure out how not to let Maxey and Edgecombe destroy the Knicks backcourt.
Well, yeah, Edgecombe didn't have a good game, but you know, Maxey is Maxey. Maxey a future Knick. I'm about to DM him.
Right now.
Future Knick. I'm gonna DM him.
Yeah.
DM.
Yeah.
Like, don't waste your talents out there, yo. Come on over. Come on over.
Philly, bro. Y'all famous for sandwiches, bro. Come on, dog. I mean, what you doing, bro? Like, you need to be in New York, bro. But I think I think
that
Landry
city is
Shamet,
weird as hell too.
Yeah, I think Landry Shamet had a very difficult defensive matchup tonight, man. Like, super difficult. Like, so difficult. It's like one of those rare matchups in the NBA where both the guys in the backcourt can be explosive at the same time. You know, generally you get one guy that's great all-star and the other guy that's probably pretty good. But man, Edgecombe looked like in about 2 years he might be better than Maxey, bro. I mean, I don't know. And I like Maxey too, right? But man, yeah, Landry
Edgecombe
Shamet
been playing like crap lately too. He hit that little rookie wall, they say.
Yeah.
That's what they call it.
Yeah. I think
it happens to the best of them, though.
I would take him though. I would trade Landry Shamet.
He's going to be an
Edgecombe
amazing basketball player. It's not a
I would do what you just say it again. I would do that. Say it again. I would do that too.
Shamet for Edgecombe, straight up.
Shamet for Edgecombe in a minute.
Yep.
They ain't taking no Shamet for no Edgecombe.
Right.
I'm a Knicks fan.
Right.
I'm a Knicks fan. I'm not going to put out logical trade offers. Everything is going to be crazy. like Cat for Giannis.
What's the new dude we picked up that was playing today? Is he on the two-way? We just picked him up.
Yeah.
What's his
Yo,
name?
did y'all get the text message that I sent y'all?
A text message? No.
Yes.
No.
ESPN had that dude. ESPN had that dude wearing number 33 for the Knicks.
Oh, the new guy?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
what's his name?
What new guy?
We picked up some dude right before Alvarado and them got here.
Are you talking about
He
Jones?
was playing today.
Are you talking about Jones?
I don't know. That's his name.
Oh yeah,
Dylan
Jones.
Jones.
Dylan Jones.
Dylan Jones.
Okay. He on the two-way?
I think so. Yes.
No.
If Dylan Jones
I was going to trade him for
number
Edgecombe.
33.
That's what I wanted to do. We being ridiculous. Let's get rid of that guy for Edgecombe.
Yo, I was trying to show y'all this because it made me laugh so hard. I was at work, right? So y'all see everybody has their number by their name, right? Josh Hart 3, Hug Porty 55, Trey Jemison 50, Dylan Jones 33.
Ain't that number retired?
That's disrespectful.
Ain't retired Patrick Ewing jersey?
And it's been like this for as long as he's been here. Like as soon as he got here, I checked to see what number he was wearing. And as soon as I saw that, I texted everybody, like, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look how disrespectful ESPN is to us. Look at this show.
What? But hold
it's
on,
probably
look.
a typo.
Dylan Jones got money next to his name. He's not a two-way.
Yeah, I see that.
All right, Bank. So let's trade him for Edgecombe.
Let's trade him for Edgecombe.
Yeah.
You feel me? Let's just go ahead and get this thing over with. Like they already want to do it.
How does that work with Jemison? That with he don't. What do they get? Some sort of like rookie salary, something, or like some minimum salary?
Yeah, they get. I forget what the number is for the two-way contracts, but basically they get paid a certain salary on the roster and a certain salary in the G League, right?
Right.
So every day you see them
It's both, right?
Yeah.
Comes out to about between $800 to $1 million, something like that.
Probably
like 750,000.
Probably.
Whatever. Yo, give me a two-way. Give me $750,000. Let me play in the Garden and wear Patrick's number.
Yeah, and wear Pat number, man. I still don't know why the Knicks ain't point that out yet. Like that man does not. They just disrespectful, y'all.
That is bad. He's a big dude, though.
Yeah. All right. So one last thing before we wrap up, everybody. And this is mostly for the chat. This is mostly for the chat. But how are y'all feeling about the first half of the first season of Mike Brown's regime? Like, what do you like and dislike? What do you think he could have did better? And what do you think is a reasonable expected outcome for Mike Brown in his first year? Okay, I'm looking at the chat. I don't see anything in the chat. What do y'all think? Jay, what do you think, bro?
Say it again because I got lost in the chat, reading the chat. Sorry about that.
Okay.
What's in
what do you think? How do you
Mike
feel
Brown.
about? Yeah, how do you feel about the first half of Mike Brown's first season as the coach? And what's a reasonable expectation for the second half of this, to finish out the season?
That's crazy, top notch. G. I was thinking the same thing, but that's my go-to. C+ is always my go-to. Okay. I'm tough on this dude because we had a guy that we didn't like, but made us progress every single year. But I gotta be honest, I think we're winning despite Mike Brown.
Ooh.
So I give him a C plus at best, to be honest with you. I don't like much about him. It's not just the fact that he overhugged the dude who kicked our guy down or does those wacky weird things that doesn't get up and fight for our team or doesn't seem to be running many plays. You know, I'm just not thrilled by the hire. I'm not even sure I was thrilled by it to begin with, but you know, he just sit there with his hands in his pocket and look like he's just happy as crap that he got the job. Lobby calling him milk dud head.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. With glasses on. So
Mr. Potato Head.
I don't know. Those glasses work because I don't know what he's seeing sometimes. Anyway. Yeah, but you know what? I think he plays all of them because he knew the one good thing I will say. I'm gonna say this about him. The reason, but I don't think it's become the reason is genuine. He played the youth and he played all the people and he did all that stuff. And I think what he was trying to do was to figure out who he was going to play, because you say he plays the youth, right? But sometimes it's 1 minute, 2 minutes. He built that up. He had to figure out who had to play and who could play. So good for him. They're supposed to do it. But we didn't have this type of youth last year. But we didn't even know what we had because Tibbs didn't do that. But Tibbs did one thing. I'll tell you this: what he did. He brought us a level up every year, whether we liked him or not. So I'm changing it to a D.
Oh, damn. He got worse.
Yeah, I just got mad.
Jeez. Right. I'm changing it to a D.
A D for duh.
I'm sorry, what do you think about Mike? How he's done so far?
It's not all bad. My issue, I'm never gonna forgive him for the Draymond thing. The side I will forever be on him. I didn't like that at all.
Right.
But I think my biggest issue with him is this wasn't a team that he built, right? So when he came to this team with whatever system he's putting in place, when it's not working, he's not adjusting, which is the same reason Tibbs is not here. Right. He is trying to force the players to run his system. And when it's not working for all of them, he's not making adjustments. Right. That I don't like, because your system may work for 12 of your 15 or 14 players, but if it's not working for the other two, what are you going to do to help them acclimate to your system? Because so far he hasn't done anything to get Cat to acclimate into the system. And I know, I feel like David Smith, right? Because I'm constantly speaking up for the man, but somebody has to do it. The system that he has in place doesn't work for that man. I didn't like Tibbs being the coach anymore because, one, the players didn't want him, and two, he was too rigid. But he knew how to get the most out of his star players, because none of us had these complaints about Cat last year. Okay. He played great basketball for the Knicks. So what Mike Brown is doing now is shameful because you see that it's not working, and instead of trying to fix it for him, you're working around him.
Right.
And I don't see that being the winning formula.
Okay.
Today, he was dominant in the first half, right? Well, he played a great game. I'm not going to say in the first half. But this is the first time I saw a game where he really went to him exclusively.
Right.
Like him and McCall ran that offense in the first half, but I feel like it only went that way because Jalen was tired. So that's my biggest issue with him. But on the flip side of that, you watch games like today, and you know we wouldn't have got this kind of offense out of this team with Thibodeau here. So it's a double-edged sword. For the most part, I like what I see. But I understand that it's not sustainable when you're not getting a big man involved. That's not going to work in the playoffs at all.
Okay. All right.
So I
Chat,
don't
y'all
have a
heard what
necessary
they...
grade, right? I don't have a grade. I just have an
Is this a
attitude.
feeling? It's a feeling?
No, I'm saying I don't have a grade. I don't have like an ABC grade because I don't feel like he's failing. I feel like he's failing a player. I don't feel like he's failing the team, if that makes sense.
Right.
Because they're not horrible. They're playing winning basketball.
Right.
Despite him.
I mean, yes and no. A lot of the things that they're doing because he's there and he put it in place. But I do think that when they went on their little dive and they started to pick it back up, I think that was more of a team thing, a player thing, than it was a coach thing.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, if I was looking up something really quick. I'm glad you said that at the end, right there. Because in his recent power rankings, Pistons are now first. OKC is second. Spurs are third. Knicks are fourth. Listen to what it says.
I thought it was Denver, not the Spurs, but all right, go ahead.
They actually dropped to sixth. They were previously fourth. They dropped down to sixth. And Boston moved up one. Let me read this really quick, and this is why I'm telling you it's a spider. And this is why I've been saying this for a while, and you both know I've put a lot into that players only thing. It says Knicks are fourth in the entire league. Previously, they had been ranked 10th. The Knicks are 9-2 since Jalen Brunson spearheaded a players-only meeting, a stretch in which New York boasts the league's best defense at 102.8 and net rating of 14.9. So, again, they're winning. And if he's failing one person, he's failing the team. And if he's hugging a guy and all that stuff, and it's not just a side eye, it's a complete, that's suspect as shit. Pardon my language.
I agree. I don't.
That
I
is
didn't like
super
it.
suspect. So. I know sometimes I could be, Captain 90s, but the fact of the matter is,
what does he say? What are you, Jay?
Captain 90s.
Right. But I can't.
You're my man
that,
that's
right?
stuck in the 90s.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna come up with even better than that. But the fact of the matter is, it's all despite this man. I can't even really think of like you know, do you guys remember the play? And it's crazy because I have to talk about Tibbs, but don't you remember those plays during the playoff runs where the inbound plays? That have you felt like you've seen plays like that run this year? Anything come up your mind? No, me neither. Nothing.
So I've seen, but here's the thing. I've seen the Knicks run dead ball out of bounds plays, right? But it's nothing that, looked like it was drawn up in a lab, right? Basically, they ran 7th grade out of bounds, but picket fence. Like everybody knows how to run picket fence, and you can't stop picket fence, right? It is basically picket fence. Like every team runs it, and they may call it something different, but it's picket fence, right? Now I've seen the Knicks run that, right? But that's like, Jay taking the ball out, and I scream caddy, caddy, and he know that it's picket fence because maybe me and Jay was riding with one of our homeboys or something, and that come up. So when I say that, he know picket fence, and we just gonna run it. Everybody line up and whatever, right? But outside of that, I mean, I don't know. I do though like the implementation as Mo Diawara as a big ball handler. And I think that's going to be something huge for us going forward. That's something Tom Thibodeau would never have done. Tom Thibodeau would have made Jalen Brunson bring that ball up against pressure 94 feet, and we'd have had 8 seconds left on the shot clock, and he'd have been like, Jalen. You know what I'm saying? I know for Tibbs, he don't make those adjustments. Like, a team challenges us to a thing, and Tibbs is like, nah, man, no, we just gonna have Jalen Brunson create a shot over the toughest defender in the league and make it. Right? I know Mike
Jalen
Brown
did that so much.
Right.
Did it so much.
Right.
Had us spoiled.
Yeah. Hey, y'all. Hey, everybody. Thank y'all for coming through and rocking. So I'm working on some stuff incrementally to get better tonight. You saw video on the screen. Maybe by the time we get back from the All-Star break, we'll have OBS up and running and things of that sort, man. I appreciate everybody coming through rocking. Jay, Ron, man, the chosen one is in the building. National recording artist. Salute his homeboy, the DJ. I keep forgetting his name. Tori B, thank you for coming through and rocking. Jay, what's your homeboy name? DJ name?
Ace. DJ Ace.
Hey, salute to DJ Ace and everybody else out there rocking and enjoying music and the culture and the Knicks.
Hell yeah.
Let's go Knicks, man. We out here, y'all. Peace everybody.
I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity.